everyone, and welcome to another edition of The Main Event. We're your hosts, Dave and Sue from Candles Off Main, and this is The Main Event, the #1 show for everything you need to know about luxury home fragrance. And today we're going to do something a little bit different than we normally do. We just finished up the 2013 holiday season, and we're going to do a little review on the kind of things that we would love to see for the holiday season 2014. If we could wave a magic wand and have products appear, this is the things that we would like to have appear. We have a pretty unique perspective. We get to see what everybody else creates, and we get to see the customers' reactions and what really sells. We don't make anything, so we can be completely objective about all of it. Okay. And there's always some gaps in the market, some things that people are looking for that they can't find. And so this is what we would like to see.
Yeah, and we get people asking for different things that just aren't out there, right. So, or things that have been discontinued and whatnot. So we'll start, and I'll start with what we think TRAPP could do. Now TRAPP has quite a few scents. They have what, 7 or 8?
They have 7 fragrances in their seasonal collection.
And so there's a few that aren't so good and others that are really good. But what we'd like to see
They're all really good. Some sell better than others.
Okay, that's what I mean. Sorry. If you could get rid of, what I would suggest, or what we have talked about, is getting rid of Snowberry, which is more of a very fruity scent, not as Christmassy as I would think.
It's not my favorite, and it's not our particular bestseller.
Yes.
So we're going with what doesn't sell the best for us.
And what people have asked for in the past is they used to have a frankincense and rain in their everyday collection, and we believe if they put that to their seasonal collection, it would do quite well.
Because everybody asks for frankincense.
Yeah.
It's one of the most highly requested fragrances this time of year, and nobody does it.
Nobody.
AQUIESSE used to, but then they'd stopped this year.
Right.
And there's really a huge gap in the market there. And the reason why we selected TRAPP is because TRAPP was so successful with that fragrance.
Yeah.
And it's one of the fragrances that was discontinued that we get so many requests for. People are
Every
really
year,
looking for it, yeah.
Around this time, they'll
Yeah.
ask for this frankincense.
But and they want that frankincense and rain back.
Yeah.
So that's why we're asking that of TRAPP. But again, that kind of goes back to our unique perspective is we see everybody's strengths and weaknesses. We know what they do well, and if there's a particular fragrance that's getting requested frequently, we know who could do it the best, who could nail it dead on the best. And TRAPP is definitely the best for that one.
All right.
Okay, next up is Nest Fragrances. Now, Nest Fragrances is incredibly successful with their holiday offering. And definitely one of the best-selling holiday fragrances that we have, and their Birchwood Pine is also really fantastic. What I would love to see from Nest is for them to bring back the best-selling chocolate fragrance from their Godiva collection. Because again, chocolate's one of those fragrances that we get requested all the time. Nobody either does it or does it well. The Nest Godiva collection was just absolutely stellar. Now, as a collection, it might not have been the biggest success long term, but those fragrances were amazing, and the customers went crazy over them. And we do get a lot of requests for chocolate, so we would really love to see Nest come back with the best-selling fragrance from that Godiva collection. I'm guessing the peppermint chocolate one, which I think would also do really well at the holidays. I would package it kind of like they have pumpkin chai, where it's a standalone, one size.
But you just want it at the holidays. You don't want it year-round, do you?
I would not mind if they had it year-round, like pumpkin chai. Pumpkin is usually a very short-lived fragrance that normally only sells in the fall for a very, very short time frame. But they're successful with it year-round. I would love to see them launch peppermint chocolate at the holidays, but not be afraid to keep it year-round because chocolate sells year-round. Right. We were selling like hot fire in the summer.
We were, but I think because everybody knew it was going out. So I would just do it seasonally during the fall.
Okay, I would be open to keeping it year-round if it's a success, because it doesn't hurt. It hasn't hurt pumpkin chai to be year-round. Okay. But I would really like to see that chocolate fragrance come back. We get a lot of requests for chocolate, and they just nailed it.
Okay. And now I'm going to start with, the next one would be VOTIVO. VOTIVO they have 6, 7 scents too. Also.
I think they have 7 fragrances. Yeah.
And what I would do is I would drop the bottom three, and then they brought back a Ginger Snap limited edition, put that into their holiday collection, and also Paper White Narcissus, another good floral. Nobody really does a floral at Christmas anyway, and Paper Whites are synonymous with Christmas in this time of season.
Yeah.
So I think it would fit perfectly. So I would do something like that.
Paper White's very successful in their French collection. We do sell quite a lot of it, especially this time of year. Yep. People like it, they're drawn to it.
And then one other thing that I would do from mid-September through the holidays, I guess.
I would just do it till
October,
mid-October,
November.
very short-lived.
Add from their, they used to have a cafe collection, add the best-selling coffee scent to that, and I think that you could do some fun things with that, actually.
Yeah.
Seasonal coffee scents that I think people really like.
People, one of the...
Or try, anyway.
Yeah, by middle of August to early September, you get people asking all the time for coffee fragrances. They come in the door and it's constantly, do you have anything that's really coffee? And nobody does it, because a lot of times it comes out bitter. But they had 6 fragrances, and I'm sure out of one of those was phenomenal. I would do it limited, like they did the ginger snap and the regular aromatics collection packaging, just that one size. And that's it, and have it be done. I wouldn't add to the holiday collection, but I would do it. I would do it just like they did ginger snap this year.
Yeah,
very,
but
very
add ginger snap to the holiday collection.
Yeah, definitely add ginger. And I would get rid of the tints, totally, just wipe them out.
Yeah, but too.
For Acquiesce, Acquiesce had a great frankincense and myrrh candle that smelled great on the cold throw. Everybody loved the cold throw on it, but it didn't smell burning, and that's one of the challenges I think Acquiesce runs into with a couple of their fragrances. They may think that the fragrance isn't a success, but really it's that it isn't a success burning. What I would recommend for them, if they couldn't figure out how to get that frankincense and myrrh to smell when it's burning, then what I would offer is a woody fragrance. Everybody likes that Faux de Bois from either LAFCO or Diptyque, or there was an amazing one by, I forget her name, this one girl, she did the, she's more of a hobby business than a candle business, but she had amazing woody fragrance, and also like the Toca Cortina, where it's that wood burning fire without so much smokiness to it, really just the woodiness. They did a great job with their timber, but again, it was one of those things that the cold throw was phenomenal, but burning, you couldn't smell it. If they could figure out how to do a woody fragrance that was fragrant when it's burning, I think they would do a great job, because you can't get that Faux de Bois for under $60.
Right.
And their price point is, it's much more customer friendly. So I think that would be a nice offering to their collection, where they have the tree, they have the berry, they have the spicy. Adding a woody would be a nice complement to round out their offering.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, and lastly, my request is actually for VOLUSPA, and this is a tough one to do, because Tracy likes to do her own thing, which is fantastic, and she's incredibly successful.
Absolutely.
But if I were to put in a request for VOLUSPA, I would bring back 3 fragrances, just limited edition for the holidays. And this is one of the things that she's never been able to do, except for her 10-year anniversary. She brought back 2 fragrances. They were very short-lived, just to celebrate their anniversary, and then they were gone. I would love her to do a seasonal collection that's available just at the holidays, and then it goes away, not year-round. Because sometimes when you make them year-round, it takes out the specialness to it, and I would love to see her do very short-lived. I would like to see 3 fragrances. She does an amazing job with vanilla. The French bourbon vanilla is one of the most stunning vanillas out there. Nobody can do vanilla like she can. She can also do a really great job with sugar, and her customers really like those sugary fragrances.
Yeah, they do.
So I would do like a sugar cookie, something just really just yummy, delicious. You know, like she does an amazing job with the macaron fragrance. I would do something along those lines, just maybe turn up the volume just a tiny bit for the holidays. I would also bring back like that snowflake fragrance. People like clean fragrances at the holiday because everything's either sweet or spicy or heavy or woody. Sometimes that really nice clean fragrance, or throwing in a floral, like, you know, for Paperwhite Narcisse, is kind of a nice variety and a nice change of pace for people. The snowflake fragrance sold like crazy year-round, beautiful fragrance. I would bring back something like that, something that's just really clean and fresh air, because that's all actually a lot of what people like Fraser Fir so much, is that clean air. It's really open and bright. There smells like a tree. I would do that just clean and bright, kind of like snowflake. Or I would do a really effervescent champagne, because she also does a really good job with Chris Champagne, one of the top selling fragrances by her. But I wouldn't make it vanilla or sweet or heavy or woody. I would make it really effervescent, really bright, really opening, and really clean. The third fragrance I would do is I would bring back that vanilla ginger clove, because people requested that for years and years and years after it was discontinued. It's a great spicy fragrance without being too edgy or too sweet. It was just a really nice blend. Everybody loved it. The only other trick I would warn her on is to pick colors that complement the season, because sometimes she tries to be really very unique and stand out, which is great every day, and it's what makes her VOLUSPA and so special. But for the holidays, picking packaging and decor is one of the most important times of year, because when people give it, they want to give holiday gifts, gifts that remind them of the holidays, people that make the recipients feel like the holidays, people that work with their holiday decor. So I would pick really just either clean glass or sparkly glass or gold or silver. I wouldn't go crazy on the colors, and I would pick fragrances that are just customer crowd favorites. You know, nothing too off the wall. I think everyday stuff is for that, like the Ivory Rose and Oud by AQUIESSE, I would do in the black collection. I wouldn't bring it out at the holidays. I think at the holidays, it's your opportunity to just go gangbusters and just do crowd favorites and get people on your team, and then you can sell them year round on your unique stuff. That's my take on holidays. You gotta go with what works. I think at the holidays, it's the biggest time of year. It's, you know, it's game time. This is our Super Bowl, and you gotta just nail it out of the ballpark. And then do whatever you want the rest of the time. That's my take.
Okay, and those are our thoughts. But what we'd like to do for the coming up next holiday season, and what we'd like to do is hear from you guys and see what you would like to see, and if something's different, or you agree or disagree, or what your take is.
So feel free to leave a comment below this video on either Facebook, YouTube, or our blog. You can also find more information on our blog, scentsnob.com. And if you like this video, please like it on Facebook and YouTube, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you would like assistance with your business, either your candle business or your online business, we are here to help. Please email us at takeaction@candlesoffmain.com, and we'd love to help you with your success. And as always, we hope you come see the light at candlesoffmain.com. Thank you.
Thank you.